everybody. Colby Thomas with Gateway Federal Retirement Consultants. I'm here with my colleague, Laura Fletcher.
Hi, I'm Laura from Gateway. I'm also a federal retirement consultant.
So today we're going to be going over and talking about the TSP, understanding how it works, some of the investment strategies you have in there. It is a low-cost investment vehicle that all federal employees have access to. The 5% match is phenomenal for all federal employees to take a part of. But as of lately, I've been getting a lot of calls. A lot of people interested in, can I do more with it? Can I invest in directly AI? Can I invest in things like precious metals?
So, Colby, what type of investments have people been asking about recently?
So mainly that AI. People have been reaching out about that. They see the huge growth going across the board. You know, you turn on the news, everything's talking about NVIDIA or whatever. And everybody wants to start investing in it directly.
So there are AI options within the TSP, like the CS&I funds. But you're right, there's no way to directly invest in precious metals within the TSP.
Correct. You can invest in AI on a broader spectrum of being in the C fund. You know, a C fund's a low-cost index that's going to follow the S&P 500. So you're going to have things like Google, NVIDIA, Microsoft, other AI platforms, but you cannot physically invest directly into an AI company itself. When it comes to precious metals like gold that a lot of people nearing retirement have been talking about, there's no option besides looking at the TSP mutual fund window.
So what is the mutual fund? I've heard a lot about that recently.
So recently it's been getting some more attention. The mutual fund window is available to all federal employees as long as they meet a couple requirements. They have to have at least $40,000 in their TSP, and they can invest up to 25% of their total TSP account, and they have access to 5,000 different funds. Now, with that comes a lot of different strategies to go through.
So I know the mutual fund window, it makes people pretty nervous, doesn't it?
Yeah, and understandably so. I mean, a lot of unknowns inside there. They're not familiar with it. You know, when it comes to the standard TSP that they're used to, they know the 5 funds. They're familiar with it. And now you're putting 5,000 different funds in front of them that have extremely high cost and really a lot of risk.
Exactly. How does that mutual fund window actually work?
So whenever you get in there, you actually can invest and pick any individual fund you want. So there's going to be no guidance from TSP, no guidance from anybody. So you're going to really have to dive in, do your work. And if you're not a seasoned investor, I'd recommend you be very careful because you can see a lot of losses. But you can get in there and invest in something like gold, but it's not going to be the same safety net that you're used to.
So are federal employees that are actually nearing retirement, are they using this option at all?
Some are that I'm hearing, but those are going to be more of our seasoned investors that are a little bit more familiar with the market. You know, they constantly track what the market's doing. For the individuals that are kind of doing set it and forget it, they're not taking that strategy.
So especially with the volatility in the market right now, we recommend that federal employees do use an advisor, correct?
Yeah, they need to talk to someone like us, at least understand, learn the options inside your TSP. You know, we need to go over and see what kind of risk you have, what you should have based on your age. Obviously, your risk is going to be different compared to a 30-year-old if you're a few years away from retirement. So we need to get in there, teach you, show you what these funds are, and see exactly what your risk is. So if anyone watching this is having questions or concerns and wants to set up a consultation going over this structure for your TSP, go to Gateway FRC, fill out the information, reach out to Laura or myself, and we can do a one-on-one consultation with you, explain to you what these funds are. Now, one thing with people nearing retirement, though, one thing that they are really doing is looking into those private IRAs.
Exactly. Do a lot of federal employees do that?
I would say about 90% end up doing that because it has more flexibility. All right. For one, it gets it into their own field of a personalized IRA. It's not in the TSP anymore. It's separate. They have things that where they can invest in gold. They can invest in real estate. They can still invest in the S&P 500, but we have options that have no fees and lower risk. And 90% of them are really enjoying that option.
There are so many options with a private IRA. So that's why it's important for federal employees to reach out to an advisor so that we can go through the options, because we want to make sure that we pick an option that fits your needs as an individual.
Exactly. Exactly. Getting on a phone call with us, a Zoom meeting, anything like that to understand how your portfolio is set up and how it's prepared for retirement. We talk to people all the time where their risk, they don't realize that they're risking 30% of their portfolio and they're a year away from retirement. Well, how's that going to look if 2008 happens again?
Exactly.
You have a lot of people right now comparing the dot-com crash in the early 2000s to what AI is doing. AI is just blowing up, blowing up. People are dumping money into it. What if that happens tomorrow and you weren't prepared? You didn't have a conversation about what your risk is.
Right. And I think protection is so important too, especially when you're on the doorstep of retirement. Reach out to us. We will show you how you can protect a portion of your portfolio.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
That's what we do. We do it every single day. We love working with federal employees.
Yep. So thanks for meeting with us today, guys. Please feel free to reach out to us to schedule that appointment. Go over your TSP with us so we can help guide you in the right direction for your retirement goals. All right, guys, Colby Thomas with Gateway FRC. If you guys want to reach out to us, go to the website. We are here to educate you guys, so go to gatewayfrc.com. You can contact us there, fill out a card, hit the drop-down box for Colby Thomas, or you can email me at colby@gatewayfrc.com.
And to reach out to me, my name is Laura Fletcher. Feel free to email me at laura@gatewayfrc.com, or you can call me at 636-262-4715. But definitely check out our website, because we have a ton of resources on the website that you can go to and learn more about our company and ourselves as individuals.